JFK, the Reverend T motherfucking Ninja Zilmer. What's up, buddy?
Not a whole lot. Wow, July was a shit show.
Well, yeah, I mean, you were on your top secret mission by the President Donald Trump. We can't talk
Hmm.
about exactly what you did. It did involve Iran. It did involve the Middle East, and we can't talk specifically what it was, but
Yep.
was very important, and lots of people were in to overthrow the Ayatollah, and it was a success. So Iran will be the 51st state, I believe. Is that what I'm allowed to
52nd.
say? 52nd. You got that's right. Okay.
Canada's 51.
Oh yes, Canada. No, I
Nah,
mean busy.
God, July was nuts, man. If it wasn't one thing, it was another.
A lot of shit happened in July, dude. Dog days of summer, right?
Exactly.
But we're here. We're here to give the people what they want, and they
Exactly.
want the finest podcast.
I know we're starting getting letters and stuff for Olivia starting school September 3rd
Yep. Yep.
already. You're probably like, well, that's what, a month away? Yeah. You're probably getting crap for Mabel.
Oh yeah, she's got her kindergarten orientation 2 weeks, I believe.
Hmm.
2 weeks, yeah.
Olivia's is the first.
Yeah. And we start 4 weeks from today, actually, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I start school the 17th.
Jeez.
So where the hell
Uh-huh,
did the summer
uh-huh.
go?
I don't know, man. It again, very busy, a lot of shit, a lot of traveling. Just kind of kept everybody busy, shit happens. But
Yeah,
it's all right. We're here. We're now. We are fucking real. All right.
we are here. All right, starting out with dad hacks. I found something that with everything getting busy here, the school year coming up. This is more for the parents in general. It's set
Ah,
up a recurring reminder for school events, sports, and book due dates and everything. Get that little calendar and write everything down because, you're so busy and things slip through the cracks.
always. So wait, when you're saying write it down, are you talking physically write it down in a calendar, or what are we talking about? Like a phone app? Because we got a phone app. We use a
Yeah,
phone
there's
app for
phone. You can write it down. Some people like writing it down. I know my brother and sister-in-law, they have their calendars on their phones linked together. So if Erin puts something in her calendar, it goes to
Yep.
Paul's phone and vice versa. And they're all each different colors. So you look at his thing, it's like, I don't know the colors, but like Blake has choir practice or something.
Oh yeah.
Aaron's
Yep.
got a IEP. Paul's got coaching. Elia's got softball practice. Something like that just
Sure.
to keep track of everything so it's something doesn't fall through the cracks.
Yep. That's what we
Especially
got.
with when you have multiple kids. It's easy with just with Olivia because you only have to keep track of one, but you got multiple kids.
Right.
And they have those the hell is it called? Those smart calendars.
Uh-huh.
Like you hang up on the wall and stuff and it shows everything.
Yeah, I've seen those. I'm not a big fan of those, man.
They're expensive though, I
Right,
guess.
that's the problem. And you really gotta, give a lot of wall space, which in our house is not it's not a lot of wall real estate. So you gotta give up a lot to just have that. It's we,
Hmm.
we got ours on the phone. We have an app called Time Tree. Works great. As soon as Kelsey changes something, I can see it, and it gives us reminders like, hey, 15 minutes, we got dance practice or something like that. So
Hmm.
it makes a world of difference though, having the ability to have that calendar or
Yeah.
have an idea. Dude, I'd be lost without it
It's
for
probably a little
sure.
bit easier right now with just having Mabel doing things. I don't think Jet's old enough to get into a lot of these things.
Right. Yeah, and the
I
only
mean,
thing
I
he
know
has is
this
swimming, and
fall,
it's the same day.
Yeah, this fall, I mean, Olivia wants to do soccer and dance this coming
Ah,
up.
naturally.
So,
Naturally.
and she just told me she wants to get into swimming.
Mm,
Fine by me.
yikes. Yeah, man. That's cool.
You
I
know,
like
just
it.
keep something a little organized, and then library, we haven't been to the library at all this summer.
Oh man, gotta get on that shit. A lot of good books out there, man.
Well, we used to go once a week when we lived in town, but now we're out in the country
True.
and then she's part of it's who is it? Dolly Parton. She has
Oh
a thing
yeah.
where they send them a book once a month until they're like 5 or 6 or something like that.
Yep, that's right. The Dolly
There's
Parton
some
Book
pretty
Club.
good books, they send out. Some of them
Oh
it's
hell
like
yeah.
one of them I'm like, okay, this is weird. And then her grandfather, so Olivia's great grandfather gets her books too. He got her a book that says "Who Pooped on Me." It's actually a cute little book.
Who pooped on me?
Next time
Uh,
next time we hang out, I'll have the book with me so you can look
let's
at it.
read it. I
It's
need it.
actually actually a really cute, funny book. This animal's walking around and something poops on him, and then he's asking all these other animals. It turns out being something else. I don't remember because we haven't read it in a while. She's into Moana right now. So,
Nice. Very nice.
well, all right. What's your dad hack?
Mine is very, very simple. I wish I would have thought of this and wish I would have done it. Um, I say this, it's probably more for you when you have younger kids, all right? But it happened to me so many damn times. Um, you get stuff from your kids, they get it on your shirt, whether it's food, vomit, whatever it is. They'll get always get shit on your shirt. So every
Mm-hmm.
time you're inside your house, flip your shirt inside out, and all the stains and shit will get on the inside. And when you go outside, you flip the shirt back. Boom. You may be a little crusty on the inside, but you will have a clean shirt on the outside. I mean, just flip it on, flip it off, bippity boppity boom, unbelievable. So
Is that dealing with you as a parent?
yeah,
I
yep,
haven't heard that one. I heard about doing that for the kid.
yeah. Well, maybe you can do it for both. Either way, you can keep your shirt nice and clean and
Yeah.
again avoiding stains. And when you have a newborn or when you have a young one, you're doing laundry all the freaking time,
Mm-hmm.
and this kind of would minimize the laundry. So check it out.
Yeah.
I say
No,
that as a oh, go ahead.
I joke with Olivia sometimes. It's like, honey, we're supposed to eat our food, not wear it.
Yeah, dude, it happened almost every time,
Yeah.
with both my kids. Like in some way or another, I would get something on my shirt, and I'm like, oh, great. Why'd I even do this? Why'd I wear this? Whether it was saliva, poop, pee, food, anything, dirt.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite was when they would eat like chocolate or something and get it on their hands, and then they, come up here and not chocolate all over my shoulder from their little fingers.
Yeah.
So wish I would have thought of this one when I was at that stage where my kids are like that. But for all you future dads out there, which by the way, Terry, breaking news, there's a future dad that we know. You know him best as my little brother, Mr. Andre Kaiser, will be having a baby this December with his wife.
December 12th, baby. Tell him December
Uh,
12th.
the 12th is taken by the Reverend. You need special written consent to have that date.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Yeah,
Well,
everybody's so
me and Frank Sinatra sell it up there on the 12th, so
that's
he'll be in
true.
good
So
company.
that's damn good, dude. I
Well,
mean,
that's
that's a pretty
good.
fucking good birthday.
Yeah.
Andre shares a birthday with Tony Hawk. I share a birthday with Phil Mickelson and Tupac, the rapper. So not as
There you
cool
go.
as Frank Sinatra, but yeah, maybe we'll
That's
see.
good.
Christmas timeline. We'll see what happens. But anyways,
Mhm.
all you guys with little kids out there, or gonna have some, try this out. Save on the laundry.
And make sure you do
Bullshit.
wear shirts when you are taking
Yes.
care of a newborn. Because Olivia was sick one day and she peed, puked, and pooped on me, and I wasn't having a shirt on.
Oh, so you had to go shower.
Yep,
Or
I handed her over to mom, and I'm like, "You take care of this. I'm taking care of this. I feel nasty."
ugh, ugh.
And keep your mouth
That's
shut.
yes. You don't want that shit in your mouth or anywhere near it.
No.
Oh yeah. All right.
All right, on to let's talk about your question of the week.
Oh yeah. Well, so we had a couple since we've been off here. I know we were talking a look at the World Cup. Obviously, of course, the World Cup is over with Spain taking it. But when we did have the poll up, it was kind of split between England and Argentina, and nobody picked the winner of Spain. Let's also take a look here. Should the Brewers go all in for Tarek Skubal and LeBron James? Well, they should have. Apparently, they did, but it wasn't a good enough offer for the Tigers, who traded him to the fucking Dodgers. And baseball, as we know it, is dead. But very odd. I mean, I guess it was kind of expected he would go. He would definitely was expected to get traded, but to go to the Dodgers, I mean, come on. But again, if you look at who the Brewers or who the Dodgers gave up, like those guys are shit. So like,
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck did you know? I mean, I can't. It's. I think it's rigged, dude. I really do.
Well, we'll talk about
Like,
that in our sports
yeah.
section.
But so that they most people said yeah they should go all in. They did. They tried. I guess nothing happened. But my favorite poll here: who would win a fight? Ronald Reagan 1984 or Ronald Reagan 1988? And this was a clear winner here. This was Ronald Reagan 1984. That is who I voted for.
That's who I
Um,
voted for.
and I'm going to tell you right now, it's simple. It's because he's at his peak in '84.
Mm-hmm.
Physically, mentally, he's got the whole country on his back. I mean, he has the masses behind him. I think in '88 he was kind of getting a little more towards that dementia stuff, which he ended up dying of
Well, just in
Alzheimer's.
general, look at some of the presidents, their first picture to when they leave the office.
Yeah, yeah, and what it does to you, man, it
Yeah.
ages you. And he did an amazing amount of work for this country, in
Mm-hmm.
his two terms. But 84, I'm thinking he's
Yeah.
he's leaner. He's got the upper jab, he's got the cross, maybe a roundhouse kick, and yeah, I'm taking Reagan 84.
All
So
right.
we can actually Ron Reagan Jr. is still alive, so we should actually reach out to him and see if he
Mm-hmm.
agrees with that. So if you know Ron Reagan Jr. or if Ron Reagan Jr. if you're listening, comment and let us know who do you think would win in a fight? Your dad in '84 or your dad in '88? Boom. All right. And okay, stay tuned. There's going to be a new poll question ahead of next week, so you have the opportunity to kind of go ahead and let us know some other poll stuff. So keep an eye on the
Yeah.
Instagram account. Yep, yep.
Keep your eye on it.
It
All
will be
right.
a changing.
Fun facts. Fun facts.
Yeah, baby.
Here we go. Fingerprints of koalas are similar to humans that they can sometimes confuse forensic experts.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? A koala?
Yeah, they have more principle with their fingerprints as humans. I
A
thought I would if someone
koala?
asked me that question, what animal has similar traits to humans when it comes to fingerprints? I would have thought the ape.
Yeah, orangutan, chimpanzee, something.
Yeah,
A
because supposedly
fucking
we evolved
koala?
from monkeys and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah, but koalas.
Interesting, man. This opens up a whole can of worms. I mean, we should be taking the DNA of koalas and running it through some of the criminal databases and seeing how many of these crimes have actually been attributed to koalas.
Maybe all these unsolved mysteries are done by koalas.
Yeah, dude, that maybe that's why they're unsolved, is because we don't
Hmm.
know that they are koalas. Holy cow,
Yeah, that
dude.
really, I'm like, what?
Koala?
Yeah, of all animals, koalas.
Yeah, I like it though. The
All
weirder
right,
the fact, the better it is how I say
all
it.
right.
So,
This one I thought it was interesting too. Crows can recognize individual human faces and remember people who have treated them well or poorly.
really? A crow, you say?
Hmm.
Well, okay, that kind of makes sense because of the scarecrow, right? You
Yep.
know, you put a scarecrow up, it keeps them away from the corn. But again, with like a bird, man, the old phrase, "You're a bird brain," which means you're stupid. I mean, birds are not smart animals, and the fact that the crow, I mean, I guess a parrot would make sense because they can at least mimic stuff. But
Yeah, I think a crow wise because they are vultures.
oh, that's a good point too. Never thought of that.
You know.
Huh.
So, all right, now on to weird or fun state facts. We
Yeah,
are going to Ohio.
Ohio.
You can't get a fish drunk.
Really?
Using intoxicating substances to catch fish by stupefying them. It sounds ridiculous, but was aimed to prevent illegal fishing methods. I mean, it was that I
Honestly,
mean,
yeah.
I would have never thought to get a fish drunk just to catch him.
But once you
Well, I want
caught
to
the
know the
fish,
backstory. I could not find the backstory on it.
I need to know. Yeah, this sounds like something you and I would do in our drunkest of drunken stupors. We'd be like, hey,
Right?
let's get this fish drunk and see what happens. But uh, what?
But for making a law, so that probably had to
Wow.
happen a lot.
It must have. It must have been a thing. Okay, we're talking Ohio, so obviously you have the Cleveland people, and they're not that smart, so I could buy
Hmm.
that.
You got
Uh,
Toledo.
you got Toledo, right? Columbus. Weird though. Like who? How
But
would you
before
get the
they
fish drunk? What?
start pouring your beer in the one spot and they come and drink it, I don't know.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know.
But it
Very
it
odd.
had to happen a lot, and there's got to be crazy stories behind it for it to become a law.
True. It has to be. It has to have happened on more than one instance for them to kind of make a law out of it. So I would
Yeah.
assume
I could
weird
see like
though, right?
Wisconsin or like backwoods state like Kentucky and down in the hollers and everything.
Oh yeah, somewhere down there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But there we go. There are fun facts.
I love it. Love it. Love it.
All right. It is time.
Boom, 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 boom,
Boom.
boom. Oh, listen to that, everybody. Ah, that is the sound of success,
That
baby.
is sound of success. We are going back to the year of 1046 BCE, the
Hmm.
Battle of Mai.
Oh yeah,
All right, here we go. Here are the breakdowns.
yeah. Hit me,
Who fought the Zhou,
Zhao,
Zhou, Zhao,
Zhao.
led by King Wao, against the Shang dynasty, the Qing dynasty under King Dingzhen.
Oh yeah,
Modern day Hana, China.
right.
Uh, Decisive Zhou victory. The Shang dynasty collapsed. Aftermath. King Zin reportedly died after retreating to his palace. The Zen found a new destiny that ruled for 800 years. The battle became the classic example of a mandate to heaven, the belief that rulers govern with heaven's approval, and that approval can be lost through corruption or tyranny.
Yeah, that's I've heard of this one. Never looked into the details though.
It's a for being back
Huge.
then, and I think it's this battle was more won by because it talks about they had better leadership, higher moral, and according to traditional accounts, many Shang troops surrendered or defected during the battle. So it's showing
Yeah.
how you treat your people.
Oh yeah.
I think
It's
this
all
was more
about
of
how you command them.
oh, what word am I looking for? A morale war.
Yeah, yeah. Because if you look at sheer numbers, the Zhao coalition about 45, 50,000, whereas the Shang dynasty got a pretty big estimate, but the low estimate's about 170,000 all the way up to 700,000. Woo! I mean, that is a massive difference. And yet this
Mm-hmm.
little Zhao coalition beat these motherfuckers down because they were better disciplined, better motivated, and better led, right? And you know from experience, right, man? You don't want a
Mm-hmm.
commanding officer who's a dick, who doesn't, he's
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, yeah, you go do this. You want a commanding officer that's going to be, have the motivational capacity, who's going to have the empathy, who's going to have the drive and focus. And
Yeah.
that's what you do. And that went a long way here, man. Big
I
time.
also think that's the significant the mandate of heaven. This is starting to get away from the one ruler back in the day.
Yes. Yes. True, true, true. Which is what, China was for years, was, these dynasties. You'd have the emperor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And look at this. Now with this battle, all hell breaks loose, man.
I mean, even like the surrendering, yeah, okay, but they were talking about there was a massive amount of people defecting to the other side.
Yeah. So the question now becomes, had the Shang dynasty accessed Monster, do we feel like this is kind of a more fair fight? And to me, I don't think so. Oh, Miss Olivia Zilmer, the Queen.
Say hi to Uncle Jay.
Hello, girlie. How are
Hi,
you today?
good.
You are looking just sprightly. Oh, she's hidden. She's gone.
It's pajama day.
Oh, I'm having a pajama day.
Oh, I love pajama day. I wish I could be in pajamas, but I'm not. That's okay.
Okay.
I'll wear them tonight. Well, it was great seeing you.
And why do you have a glittery background?
Oh, it's just the one I picked. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I like the sparkle on it.
Yeah, I think I can get some
Is he
more
shiny?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
He's
shiny like a. Wait,
How does that song go?
Shiny,
It's time to kick your
shiny,
tiny. All right.
cause I'm so shiny.
Yep, it's on Moana. We watched Moana like every day this last week. I don't think Monster's gonna have anything to do with this.
Yeah,
Just
think
because
this-
of this is more of the morale and the sticking to traditions and them working together, not just having one leader.
right. And also too,
And
you're not well trained on the Shang dynasty side of things, right?
Yeah.
They didn't have proper training in any capacity. I mean, it's the same thing. Like if you were to stick me in the middle of a battlefield with a gun, Am I gonna do good against somebody who's had training, at least a bare minimum of boot camp? Hell no, right?
And what are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm talking to you, Miss Olivia. I like your hair. Your hair looks good today. Your dad should have his hair like that, shouldn't he?
I know, right? Should I grow my hair out like that?
Dad is bald.
Yeah, well, no, he's shaved. He's strategically shaved.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, going back, I think it's no. I ain't gonna see, yeah, you're outnumbered big time, but unless you actually have the drive or the ability or the want to be disciplined, it ain't gonna happen. So
Yeah. All right. And if you guys think of any battles that you guys want us to talk about, just let us know.
we will do it. Maybe we'll recreate it. If we have the funding, we'll recreate the battle for you.
Do a LARPing weekend, invite everybody out.
Oh, dude, that'd be pretty cool. Mic'd Up Dads presents LARPing weekend. And we'll just pick a battle.
Mm-hmm. All right, now on to baseball. All right, now on to baseball.
Yeah.
Or not baseball, sports.
Sports. Go play. But baseball's dominating the topic here, I guess, if we want to start. Kind of touched on it. Dodgers, again, adding another. That's the other thing. Did the Dodgers need Tarek Skubal? No, they're already one of the best teams in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what was the purpose of this? And it's like, no other team could have picked up Tarek Skubal. The Cubs, the Yankees, like what? Ridiculous.
I was doing research and not research. I was just looking at stuff when it broke through that he actually ended up going with them. I 100% believe that Dodgers are winning a third in a row and we're not having baseball next year because we had the players union and a lot of these players want salary caps.
Yep.
I pulled it. I saw this. I screenshotted it from this group that I follow. It's called Red Hot Takes on Instagram. They talk about sports and everything. I don't know if you follow them or not. Let's see. The Dodgers projected payroll for 2026, $413 million. And number 2 is the Mets at $295 million.
So that's $150 million less.
And then you get down here, the Giants, Angels, Texas, Arizona, Milwaukee, Baltimore. We're about $150 million. And then you got down here, you got the Tampa Bay Rays is $80 million, Cleveland is $78, and Miami $69.
That's 69. Sorry.
It's, if I'm not mistaken, the Dodgers or baseball is the only one that does not have a salary cap.
Of the big four, it does not have a salary cap. General kind of like history is that it's just the way it's always been. We never had a. Okay, if that's the case, then how come you don't have an all-white player league who can smoke cigars while they're at bat? You know what I mean? Like change the fucking station, man, or change for the times. I'm sorry, absolutely stupid. But yeah, there's no salary cap in baseball. And that's kind of what's going to be the tipping point to the lockout next season is owners want it, players union doesn't. I could be getting that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it is.
I thought the players wanted it for a better chance. Or I don't know. I got to reread it, but I don't think baseball's going to. I don't know.
But I mean, it's not good for the. Okay, here's the thing about baseball as opposed to other leagues, right? it's usually like every year you'll see teams that were shitty are now in first place, or they now win like look at last year. The Blue Jays went to the World Series, right? The Diamondbacks did it before. The Texas Rangers won a World Series. You
Mm-hmm.
know, teams that it's like it changes every year. Who the Braves won it before that. It's like there's always that good things of like a new team could win. Whereas like the
Yeah.
NFL, it's like, oh great, the Chiefs, the Patriots, they had those dynasty runs, but that was cool, right? That was nice. But
But it
is
was
the
more of
salary
an
cap
even playing field,
right? And
I
now
don't
we're
know.
gonna
I
come
don't.
up on
I
the
had to look
third
and see
Dodgers.
what the salary cap for football is, but say it's 100 million. So you got to work it to where you can get good players, you can run and play stuff,
Yep.
and you all are at 100 million. You know.
Uh-huh.
Now baseball, you're just gonna throw money to win to buy a team basically.
Yep.
There's no thinking behind it.
Well, the other thing about this is that in baseball, so if you look at the Dodgers, they're able to do it because they're deferring their money. Like they're not gonna like Otani's $700 million contract. It's not putting a big tax or hit on the cap until like 5 or 6 years down the line. And it's like, well, how are you allowed to do that? Like that's
Mm-hmm.
insane. And that's like, would a salary cap fix that? Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
So, what? I,
I
I don't know.
mean, look at it. What was it? They were showing the cost of the Dodgers starting pitching is more than the teams that are like the top 15 or under 15 to 20 whole salary.
Yeah, right, right. And is that fair? I mean, uh, hell no. I don't know. But and also too, look at it from like this isn't like just an MLB thing. It's a Dodgers thing too, right? With the Scooble trade.
Mm-hmm.
There's that documentary that came out. I don't remember the name of it, but like pretty damning evidence that Otani knew that he was betting on baseball and just had his agent and his other colleague take the blame. So he shouldn't even be playing, right? But baseball, they're protecting their biggest star who happens to play for the big second biggest market. It's
Mm-hmm.
like they want to keep that money coming, so they protect it. I don't know. Good conspiracy theory right there.
Yeah, we can get into that. Did you see the Brewers picked up
Um,
Dustin May and Jojo Romero
I
and
saw that.
right-hander
um,
Antonio
um,
Sensorelli?
um,
I butchered his last name from the Rockies.
I did see
You
it.
know, he's my
Again,
best friend.
is it the best trade? Yeah, I don't know. I can't say for certain, but it
No,
helps. But
it helps with the bullpen. I think that was one of our major issues in the playoffs last year was our pitching.
big time, it was. But um, Dustin May is a quality. He could be a big pick. They obviously they had to pivot, right, to get their guy, but they didn't have to give up any major prospects. Like they got Jesus Mate, who's the number one prospect in all baseball. They still have him. They just signed Cooper Pratt and Luis Laura and Jackson Churio to huge contracts. Uh, you know, their outfield set, and they needed a
Yeah,
pitcher. May could be good. He's a young enough guy. He's only 28, I want to say.
yeah.
So maybe he's got a maybe he's maybe this guy could turn it around. The other guy, Romero, again, could be good. But it's kind of average trade, right? They didn't give up
Yeah.
anybody, which is great, but they didn't really get back the star.
But you also got to look at our pitching coaches. They are able to bring out stuff in these pitchers.
True.
I mean, look at
Yep.
but should be interesting. I know there was one they were talking that we got one we got rid of one Ginger's out and then we had to go pick up another one.
The power of the ginger.
So it should be interesting. I know we haven't been looking too good right now the past couple games. But we'll get going.
Listen, I still have faith. We're still the best team in the National League record wise. We'll get cooking, man. I was also surprised they didn't add a bigger bat to the thing too, right? Like you were saying a while ago on the podcast, they play small ball, and so
Yeah.
I did some research here, and according to Baseball Reference, 7 of the last 10 World Series winners were in the top 5 league rankings for total home runs hit as a team. The
Yeah.
Brewers right now are 23rd. So, I'm not saying it's a guarantee that they're not going to have success or they're going to fail in the playoffs, but having a big power hitting, lineup is going to go a long way, right?
I don't think as much as the home runs because how the defenses are been playing and the pitchers are more stellar, It's not like we're watching the 90s, early 2000s baseball where the long ball and the steroid era.
Yeah. All the juice.
They should allow, that's another thing. They should allow the people to juice in baseball.
Dude, I mean, come on, those, I don't know. I took the juice for a while. It does wonders, man. Makes you feel great. It's not going to make you hit a baseball better. It'll make you hit it farther, maybe a little if you can swing a heavier bat. But
Yeah, it's I honestly think baseball is dying. Not a lot of people are watching it anymore, and I know some of the games I did watch, some of the stadiums are not full.
Could be because the fucking Dodgers win every damn series, and is that good? I don't know. I mean, I'll tell you, I've gone to like 30 Brewer games this year, and every single one they've been at least 35,000 people, which is near its capacity.
Oh, it's the Brewer, but you also got to look at that. Wisconsinites and their teams, they're diehard, even if we're winning or losing.
It's a fact. That's true.
So. All right. Also, guess what?
What?
Thursday, football starts. Preseason game.
This Thursday already?
Yep.
Hall of Fame game?
Yep.
Who we got?
We've got, I believe, I know it's the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
And the Panthers?
Ah.
Yeah, Cardinal Panthers. I mean, yeah, it is preseason, but football is upon us.
I'm going to call that, instead of the Hall of Fame game, that's the Hall of Lame game.
I know. They should have had, like, I don't like the Chiefs and everything. They should have, like, how on, like, Thanksgiving, they always have the Cowboys and
Lions, yeah, every year.
Lions. Maybe the NFL first game of the season should be and go. Have a rematch of the Super Bowl.
Like they're doing this year. Yeah.
The first preseason, the Hall of Fame game have like go potty. have like the Super Bowl or whoever is getting into the Hall of Fame, which team has the more players on that list?
Right. Or here's an idea. Roger Goodell, if you're listening, have the current Hall of Famers who are still alive go up against the last year's Hall of Fame class and see who wins. I'd love to see that. People breaking their necks, snapping legs. Oh, it'd be so much better than a preseason football game,
Oh,
right?
just leave the door open. I'll be right back. Football's coming back. Hold on. No, with football back, I mean, yeah, it is preseason. Get to see
Yeah.
everybody. But should be a good season. I'm
Yeah,
saying the Rams are winning it all this year.
oh, that's a fact. If they have Aaron Donald, they're actually going to win the NBA title and the NHL title this year. That's how good
And we're
that
looking
team is
at
going to
picking
be.
up another good, I forget his name, center, middle line. And then we're also looking at picking up another good
No,
wide receiver.
Vita Vea. Did you hear that
Yeah,
one? Yeah.
that's who I was
Fucking
talking about.
A.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine a defensive line with Miles Garrett, Aaron Donald, and Vita Vea? If I
And
was an offensive
our
lineman, I'd quit.
secondary ain't shabby either.
Right.
We got a good secondary.
Oh my God.
What did I see a meme? The Rams are going all Madden this year.
Dude. Yeah, I mean, speaking of that, Matt Stafford is the highest rated quarterback in Madden this year.
Mm-hmm.
He has one of the best receivers. They have a great off. I mean, come on, man. It's there. It's the time. Now here's the question. They're gonna win it. Do they go 20-0? We can debate that. But yeah.
That could be
Well,
debated. I think there might be one or two games,
yeah,
because in NFL it's inches,
true. Just like
so.
the bedroom, it's a game of inches.
Hmm.
Hello.
But no, and then we also got decent wide receivers.
Yeah,
I think if we win it all this year, I think Stafford's going to retire because he's about our age now.
he is. Yes, he is 39,
39,
January
39
87.
or 40.
Yeah, so, but I mean, again, though, but he's playing at such a high level. But you're right. I think,
I mean,
he's
all
got a
those years
Super
in
Bowl.
Detroit, he got his ass beat. So
Why not keep going? You know what I mean?
yeah,
I mean, if the team around him is young enough, which they are, and you just got Miles Garrett, might as well. But fucking A, man. Just fucking A. That's insane, man. I mean, I can't argue with that. We'll have a full, NFL prediction podcast coming up, but
hmm
that's crazy. Yeah,
should
yeah.
be interesting.
Full shiz.
All right, moving on. Moving on to what happened.
Yeah. All right. This week, it's in the news. We're talking about the OG of social media. Okay, the one, the only MySpace. Anybody remember that? Oh yeah.
I remember your
We
top
were,
8 friends, and then you had your song on there.
yep, top 8 friends. You had to put any music on there. Um, so background for those who are probably outside our age groups, like the younger Gen Z motherfuckers, but before Facebook, there really was not anything close to it except MySpace. It was kind of the center of the social media universe. It came
Mm-hmm.
out when we were in high school,
Yep.
2003. Um, Gained a lot of traction. It was everywhere. It was the kind of place if hey, MySpace, look at my MySpace page. That was the thing I would always hear.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it was also good. You had touched upon it, the music thing. So like I had to look up exactly who were like musicians like the Arctic Monkeys, Katy Perry. They were all signed to their music labels because they were discovered on MySpace.
Mm-hmm.
So, MySpace was more than just social media. It was kind of like
Yeah.
a launching pad for music. And I guess you know the story. Facebook came along, they did things better, they did things cleaner, they were faster. Um, you know, and Facebook won the war. And so
Yeah.
what ended up happening, traffic declined. Um, 2011, Justin Timberlake, yes, that Justin Timberlake, bought MySpace, or 90 or majority stakeholder in or majority stake. I'm sorry, God, listen to me talk. For 35 million. So this was a company at one point in 2007 was worth $12 billion, and then all of a sudden Facebook took over, and now he bought it for 35.
Yeah.
Um, and then what ended up happening was that in 2019 there was a massive data loss incident where they migrated servers, and they lost photos, videos, audio from 2003 to 2015. They wiped out nearly 50 million songs from 14 million artists, and not to mention photos and shit. So real, real tough time. It's still around for sure. It's they're talking about doing a relaunch coming up here, and we will see. Maybe it'll have
Yeah.
success, from not just the nostalgia point of view, but I know a lot of people who don't like Facebook,
Yeah,
especially
I'm
with the
getting over
guy who's
Facebook.
you know who's Zuckerberg or Mark Fuckerberg as they call him. He's kind of ruining it, but until right now, there's no official launch date or timeline to
No.
relaunch. So we'll see. But MySpace was huge. So
I
yeah.
mean, look how many the top 8 friends. Like there was a lot of remember people upset that they weren't on their top 8 friends anymore, and
Yep. And it was like, hey, how many friends you got? That was the other thing. Like, can you, oh, how come I'm not in your top 8 friends? Yeah, man, it was cool, but then Facebook came along and it just
mhm.
did things a little cooler.
I like the whole you can have a song on your on
Yep.
MySpace.
Playing.
Like
So like, yeah, publicly available. You could see your stuff, and then it was playing. Um, yeah, pretty cool. I mean, nothing
yeah.
wrong with MySpace. Just Facebook came along and built a better car. So
Mm-hmm. Now on to music and song review.
yeah. Well, you've seen many times the original Moana movie, the
Mm-hmm.
animated one. Disney came out with the live action. So on paper, it's almost a shot for shot remake. But this one it doesn't have the same magic, dude. It doesn't
No.
have the same fun. It doesn't have the same energy. I guess it's really flat. I was really okay. First of all, the girl who is the original voice of Moana, I believe her name was Ali'i Cravalho, was not involved, and she doesn't play the
No, because
actual
from what I
Moana.
read, she wanted to pass the torch and she wanted to worry about something else like school or something.
Correct. But also too from the perspective of, she is Ali'i Cravalho. I'm looking at this now 25,
Yeah.
whereas the Moana character is a teenage girl. So they passed the torch to a different actress. What the hell's her name? God, I'm losing it. Catherine Lagaya or whatever. Okay, and she's
Mm-hmm.
19. So okay, I get it. That kind of makes sense, but um, kind of looks more like Moana too. And so like some of the shots, like when they were doing How Far I'll Go, um, they didn't do a shot for shot remake. They just like rotated the camera around. If you're talking like in the beginning where she's like going up the mountain and sliding down on trees and stuff. They took that out. It was like a mediocre effort, man. It really,
Man.
and again, Maui in the movie was funny because he was a big fat guy, he was he was chubbier kind of guy, chubbier demigod. And then you get The Rock, who did the voice is the voice of Maui, but The Rock he's in shape. So like it took away some of the fun from Maui.
Mhm.
I don't know, man. I just overall, again, it was very lazy. They could have improved it. I'm gonna give it a C. So I would say don't see it. It's just the original is so much better, and and then there's Moana 2, so
1 and 2 is not bad.
not bad either. So yeah, I would say keep your money, wait for it to come out on streaming, but it's not a
From
must
what I
watch.
saw, it's gonna come out on Disney Plus about October.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Is time.
Boom.
It's the final countdown.
Yeah.
All right. We were doing song covers this week.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. So for those who don't know what song covers are, and if you don't, just stop listening to this podcast altogether. We don't want you to listen. But it's a song that was originally recorded by a different artist, and then was re-recorded by another artist. And my criteria is that a great cover song is better than the original, and when you think of that song, you don't think of the original artist ever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's my criteria. So, that being said, what do you got at number 5?
Okay. Number 5, I've got Along the Watchtower by Jimi Hendrix.
Oh,
Did you know who originally did it?
really? That's a Bob Dylan song because that's
Yep.
on my list.
Yep, Bob Dylan.
But at 5, huh? Really? I had it at 3, but okay. Defend.
I know, Jimi Hendrix, it's just the way he did his music just made it come alive more. And like listening to the two songs, like the Bob Dylan one, it's all right. I think Along the Watchtower was better because of the extra stuff he added.
Yep. The extra guitar, the guitar solo in that song is fantastic.
Yeah. That and his voice in general too.
Yeah. As opposed to watch that, Dylan and his whiny voice.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Bob Dylan.
Oh,
He's got good music. But some of his songs, I have a couple up here, but it was just needed to be played differently.
Yep. He took it completely different and made it his own. And that's what a great cover does, man.
Yep.
Number 5 for me, I had The Man Who Sold the World by Nirvana, originally a David Bowie song. If
That's
you haven't
my number
heard this,
4.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that song. Go listen to it. It was on the Unplugged album. Pretty fucking cool. Just different, kind of more. I would say this is a little bit more personal, like with Kurt Cobain, the way he sings it. There's a little bit more emotion in there. So, yeah.
I'm a little bit more emotional than David.
Yeah. Both good songs. Like, that's the other thing. Like, with the All Along the Watchtower, the Dylan version's good, but
yeah,
the Kendrick's version is better, you know.
And a
So,
lot of the song covers, it's the how they deliver it too.
oh yeah, for sure. Yep,
All right, what do
totally.
you got it for?
Number 4, Nothing Compares to You, Chris Cornell's version, not Sinead O'Connor's version. This is a cover of a Prince song. Chris Cornell uh, did a cover of Nothing Compares to You for Sirius XM radio. And it became like he just stopped in and he was like, oh, yeah, I'll play some songs. And he decided to play that one. All of a sudden, this song became huge. And you're like, whoa, where the fuck did that come from? I'm
Hmm.
a huge Chris Cornell fan. Rest in peace. I think he had the best rock voice in all rock music, and
Yeah.
he took this to another level. So
All
that's my
right.
4.
Number 3, I've got Hurt by Johnny Cash.
Oh, wait,
You
what
know
was your
who
4?
4 was all the man who sold the world.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Okay, so you got Hurt at 3.
Yeah, you know who originally sang it?
That's a Nine Inch Nails song, and I'll tell you why,
Yeah.
because I have that in my list as well. Not at 3, but okay. Continue. Talk about Hurt.
9 Inch Nails, it was good, but I think more of the way Johnny sang it, and that's one of his last songs before he died.
Yes.
So I think that's why I personally think it's a better song, just the story behind it, and he passed away.
Right. He changed some lyrics too, which was nice
Yeah.
as well. Um, it wasn't necessarily the same, verbatim song, which was great.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the video was like haunting, right? Because it was
Yeah.
like you said, it was right before he died, and it was just like he was this old man reflecting on his life,
Yeah.
and it's like haunting. And the other thing about that song too, like why it's my number 1. Spoiler alert, I have it as
All
number
right.
1, but it builds. It
Mm-hmm.
builds and builds. It gets louder and louder, and it's just more impactful in your face. And Trent Reznor, the guy from Nine Inch Nails who wrote the song, he goes, "That's not my song anymore." He goes, "That's Johnny's song." He
Yeah.
completely
You
took
know,
it
it
from him.
like I said, it's that song, like you said, it was an old man's perspective on life, and it just, yeah.
Oh yeah, yep. All right. What? Okay, number 3, I had All Along the Watchtower, so we
Mm-hmm.
covered that bad boy. Number 2. This was a tough one because there are a lot of great covers from this band. But if I had to pick one, like in judging solely by does it exceed the original, I am going none other than the greatest band of all time, Metallica, with Turn the Page, which is a Bob Seger song. Um, talk about the most powerful, like just it starts off, like slow and then boom. But your thoughts will soon be wandering. I mean, just it goes hard, it goes dark, it's like it's haunting, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's pulls you in. And the Bob Seger song, which by the way, that Bob Seger song, Mr. Zilmer, you are actually sitting in the same city where that song was originally written, Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. Bob Seger wrote that song in Chippewa Falls. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Long and Lonesome Highway east of Omaha. That was on Highway 94 in Chippewa Falls. And yeah, I just it has it. It has everything. And when you think Turn the Page, my first thought is Metallica, even though I know it's a Bob Seger song. So
I actually thought about that one, but I'm like, I love both of them.
they're both great. Again, you're right.
When someone says
Fantastic.
turn the page, I'm automatically thinking, all right, which one are we going to talk about, Metallica or
Right.
Bob? But also, you got to remember, I'm also a big Bob Seger fan.
That's true. Yeah.
So both of them, like you said, both of them are amazing. Two, the Metallica one, that the presentation, the different tone made
Hmm.
it good, but also Bob Seger's is someone just sitting there thinking
True.
about his lonely life on the road.
Yep.
All right, my number two is Knocking on Heaven's Door by GNR.
Oh, another classic. Yeah, another
It
Dylan
was originally
song.
done by Bob Dylan.
Yeah. Can't argue
I
with
think
that, dude.
Knocking on Heaven's Door, I automatically think of GNR.
I do
And
too.
just the way they sing it, it feels better instead of the Bob Dylan, just his voice.
Yep. The electric guitar makes a especially
Yeah.
Slash's guitar solo on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I definitely cannot argue with that one, man. Very nice.
And on to number one.
Number one. Well, I said Hurt with Johnny Cash for me. So who do you got?
I've got The Sound of Silence by Disturbed.
A curveball. Yeah.
I don't know.
I
Simon,
considered
it's
it.
originally done by Simon and Garfunkel.
Yep. Yep.
Their one is just too bland, too
You're
boring,
right.
just the way their tone was. But the way Disturbed does it, and it made it, I think it made it sound better. I don't know if it's because of the acoustics or, oh my God, I can't think of the lead singer's name right now. Um,
David Draymond.
Yep. Just how he does his voice in that song, it makes it sound 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
And it's
It's
got
more
that
haunting.
the
Yeah.
more yeah, more haunting, and you can feel the song more compared to how Simon and Garfunkel did it.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
Simon and Garfunkel, that their song was kind of boring. Listening to
mhm.
that song.
It's not a good song. I mean, I'm not a big Simon and Garfunkel fan, period. Right? I
Yeah.
like Paul Simon as a solo artist, but
Yeah.
just together, it's okay. It's not my thing.
They got a couple of good songs, but yeah, it's just the way. I think it also had to help with it was done later on, and you had more to play with compared to what they were
Yeah,
dealing with.
very true, very true. But David Draymond's voice, that deep, deep, that voice like that, man, is nothing compared to what Simon and Garfunkel have, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the differentiator. So I can't argue with that. I definitely think it's in my top 10, but yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, there was a lot of good covers. We missed um we didn't talk about Whiskey in the Jar.
Yep. So again, so many Metallica ones. Another one I should have I'm just blanking. I didn't even think of it, but like Marilyn Manson's cover of "God's Gonna Cut You Down," fantastic version. He does a lot of good covers too.
Mm-hmm.
Weezer's version of "Africa" from
Yeah.
Toto. Um, More recently, the guy, have you heard of Youngblood? That he's a rock singer from England, but when he did
Yeah.
Changes he did Black Sabbath's Changes at the last Ozzy concert.
Mm-hmm.
That
That
was
was
legendary.
yeah. And then get off a little bit on some covers. Did you hear Marilyn Manson and Britney Spears came out with a song?
I did. I like it. It kind of works.
Mm-hmm.
It works nicely. Oh, but even Tenacious D did a cover of Baby One More Time. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of good ones that we didn't
Tenacious
touch
D,
upon.
and then what was the other one? Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. They did that song from
A Star Is Born. Yeah.
Stars Born. Because The Star is Born is a remake.
It is. That was the third remake, actually.
Yeah, it was the
So,
third one.
and you know, I missed Chris Cornell did a cover of Led Zeppelin's "Thank You" and John Lennon's "Imagine." I mean, I guess you can't really top John Lennon's "Imagine," but you
Yeah.
know, there's so many good ones. But I think, you know, I'm gonna stick by my list, man. I'm
Yeah.
saying I'm sticking by it, and I'm proud of it. Full
Yeah.
shiz.
For shizzle.
Full
All right, that
shizzle.
is it for today.
Fresh hot podcast in the can.
All right. If you guys want for our vinyl countdowns, we have 2 in the books that we're going to be doing the next couple weeks.
Yep.
If you guys want to feel of anything that we should do, just let us know. You can guys hit us up on Instagram and email us.
Nice.
And our telephone number, we're still in courts trying to get it because we're trying to get the 867-5309.
We will have it. Jenny will not win this battle.
No.
No, no shot in hell.
Hold on. Hey, have a good week. All right.
All righty. Thanks for stopping by, Miss Olivia. Always great to see you.
Stay
Take
out
it
of
easy
trouble.
on your pop.
They have trouble.
See you next week.
Yeah.
Next
Peace,
week.
peace.
Wave.
Bye.
Wave. And
We're out.